I'm Jake Hill, and this is Ask Me Anything. Question number 1. Outside of becoming champion, congrats by the way, cheers, what's the most memorable moment in your career? Very good question. I think the most memorable moment outside of 2024 when I won the championship would have to be actually my first win, which was in 2019 at Knockhill. And it was a circuit that always eluded me. I'd never won there in any of my junior categories. And I managed to finally do it. And it was my first touring car win at Knockhill. And that one was a really, really special one, especially as I hadn't been enjoying touring cars too much in the couple of years prior. But 2019, I was loving it. I was with the right team, the right people, and it just came at the right time. So for me, that is a special moment. Question number 2. What kind of music do you like, and are you a good singer? Well, on the singing side, my granddad was actually a very famous singer, Ronnie Hilton, a very famous singer in the 50s and 60s, and he actually wrote a couple of songs for Elvis Presley. So singing, give me a couple of ciders, and apparently I'm not bad, but I won't be the judge of that. And what kind of music do I like? Typically, I'm very much a hip hop person. I love my rap and R&B. That's just what I'm into. So yeah, that's my music taste. Question number 3. How bad was the hangover after you won the title at Brands Hatch? I don't remember much past sort of 1, 2 a.m. And I believe it went on till about 6 in the morning. And when I came to be interviewed by Lou at 9 in the morning, I think it was, I was in a rather bad state, shall we say, and I needed a lot of Lucozade to try and get me through that interview the next morning. Why we have that interview the next morning, I don't know, but I think it's purely for the comedy factor, and Lou just loves seeing us suffer, so I think that's why I do it. But I was pretty bad, I won't lie. That's in my top 2 of hangovers, I reckon. Question number 4. Who is your most famous person in your phone book? That's a very interesting one. I don't really know off the top of my head. Who would it be? Do you know what? Actually, I got his number last year at the Goodwood Revival, and it would probably be Jimmy Johnson, the 7-time NASCAR Cup Series champion. Jimmy was a really nice bloke to me, and he actually gave me some advice of how to win a championship. And I thought, well, given he's won 7 NASCAR titles, probably a good bloke to listen to. So yeah, Jimmy Johnson, I would say, is probably the most famous person in my phone book. Okay, question number 5. If you could make one change in BTCC, what would it be? Easy one for me. Bring back a night race. That's what I would love to see. Question number 6. Are you related to Graham and Damon Hill? No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm very much the son of my dad, Simon Hill, who you would have seen jumping up and down ferociously throughout my touring car victories and races. However, we do have a good story because I was teammates with Josh Hill, which is Damon Hill's son. So it was slightly confusing because there was 2 J Hills in the team, and many times we'd have fans say, "Oh, is your dad around? I really want his autograph." And I go, yeah, sure. So I'd get my dad Simon out, and he'd go and sign a 1996 Formula One World Championship book, and he'd go to sign it, and you'd see the people going, and dad would go, "Don't worry, I won't do that to you." So it's a funny story, but no, I'm not related to Graham and Damon. Question number 7. What is your go-to curry? I'm sorry to break it to you folks, I'm quite boring. I'm a lamb korma type of person with pilau rice and a peshwari naan. I love it, but slightly boring, I do admit, but I'm just not very good with spices. I'm very sorry about that. Question number 8. If you could drive any touring car from the last 60 years, what would it be and why? Well, I've been very lucky because I do drive an awful lot of older cars, especially touring cars, and I've actually been reviewing a lot of super tourers. That is one of my favourite eras of touring car racing, the 90s. But my favourite touring car, good question. The one I haven't yet driven, which I really would love to drive, would be a BMW E30 M3 from about 1991, 1992. That would be the one I'd love to drive next. Question number 9. What is your favourite member of the ITV team? Oh, Louise is giving me very ferocious eyes right now. Do you know what? It is either Lou or Steve because they're just so nice to talk to. But I probably see Louise more, so I'm going to go with that one. Happy with that, Louise? Yeah, she is. That's good. Okay, question number 10. Are you a good dancer? Not particularly. Probably a better singer than a dancer, I would say. I think I'd leave the dancing to my teammate, given he finished second in the European Dancing Championship. So I've heard. Question number 11. Who is your celebrity crush? That's a tough one. I would say probably Megan Fox, or what's the one out of Margot Robbie? Is it Margot Robbie? I think it's Margot Robbie. She's quite fit, isn't she? I think so. Yeah, I think so. We'll go with that one. Yeah. Would you encourage your son to get into racing? Good question. Honestly, it's totally up to him. Whether he likes it or not, unfortunately, he is going to be around motorsport for the amount of time that I'm still racing, because Hannah, my fiance, she still loves coming to all the races, and that means that Jude, my little boy, will be coming too. So he'll be around it a lot, but it will be totally up to him as he gets older. If he wants to do it, I guess I'll have to dig deep and find a way to make it happen. If he doesn't want to, well, what a touch. So, yeah, we'll see what else he likes. Who is your best friend in the paddock? That is actually a really nice question. I've never been asked that one before. Do you know what? I became such good friends with Adam Morgan over the last couple of years, since we've been teammates together at West Surrey. And I would say, actually, Adam is probably the bloke I get on with most in the paddock, and one that I really enjoy spending time with and having a laugh with. So for me, it's Adam Morgan. What are you most looking forward to this year? I'm most looking forward to, hopefully, retaining my championship in 2025. What do you do outside of racing in BTCC? Well, I actually do a lot of other racing. This year, I'm also racing in the 24-hour series, which is for GT3 cars in a Ferrari 296. And I also really enjoy racing my historic cars, which I've been to Australia this year to do their motorsport festival, which is for classic cars. And also, I've become quite a name now at Goodwood. In actual fact, I just clinched a double win at the members' meeting. But I love the Festival of Speed, and I love the Revival as well. So, yeah, racing runs in the blood, I think, and I'd like to do anything involving the motorsport. And the last question. What is your holy trinity of touring car racing from any era or series? So for me, although obviously British touring cars is such a big part of my life and who I am, for me, my favourite touring car series and era would actually be JTCC, which is the Japanese Touring Car Championship. I just love the cars that they raced, although they were very similar to the British touring cars in some ways. There were some special ones that appeared, and I'm a huge Japanese fanboy. I love the car culture out there. So for me, it's the Japanese JTCC era of the 90s. And that is all the questions from me. Amazing. Thank you, guys.